All right, welcome back, True Seeker. This stream is a sound test. Again, we're trying out the new mic here, and I do not think I have the settings at the optimal levels. I think actually my older mic was sounding better. This mic should sound a lot better once I get it tuned right, but I might need an audio pro to help me out. So let's get the feedback from the community. Does the sound inferior right now? Do we have an inferior sound? And can you guys even hear me? I see Southpaw 707. I see Truth Does Not Exist. I see Stephen Bunn. I see Charmed One. I see Logan Thomas. Better than yesterday. I've been tweaking it, but I'm not sure I have it figured out. It sounds low right now. It sounds good, asshole. Okay. It is not low. It is low. See, yesterday I asked you guys how the mic sounded, and everyone's just being nice. They're like, "It sounds great," but I was listening. I was like, "I'm not sure it does sound great." And then finally, "Truth Does Not Exist" comes through, and he leaves a comment. He's like, "Why does your mic sound like shit?" I was like, "Okay, that's what I thought it really sounded like." And then Neo the hacker, who's also just very direct and no bullshit, who I like, he's like, "The new mic doesn't sound very good." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I was." It's because I don't. It's because I'm not an audio person. I don't. Anyway, here let's try out some. Let me try out some other things here. Let me know if this is working. Can you guys hear the songs that were made for us? Test. Can you guys hear it? Does it sound low? I don't know how to make the volume any louder than it is. I have it maxed out. Look, I can turn it down. I can turn it down. It's all the way up. So is this sound low for you guys? Because it honestly sounds low in my headphones too, and I don't know how to make it any louder right now. I'm literally all the way up to the max setting. I can't turn it up any louder than that. That's max volume on my end. Here, let's try this one out too. This was the winner of the contest. You guys still think this is the winner?
Time to wake up and learn the knowledge. Wake the fuck up, radio. Wake the fuck up, radio. Don't be fucking with the knowledge. 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 Radio. WTFU. Wake the fuck up. WTFU. Wake the fuck up. WTFU. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Radio.
Yeah, I noticed that track was exceeding the bars. I turned the mic down. Does it sound better with the mic turned down? I can turn it down even lower. Does it sound better down here? Is this better for the mic? It's the same audio file, so it shouldn't sound a different quality unless it's something about playing it through this program. Maybe this program does something to the audio file. I'm just trying to figure out if this is a good program to record the podcast in. How about that Giannis triple-double last night? 68th day of the year. We know that's the triple-double number. Yeah, if you have any songs you want to submit for the show, send them over. Okay, so is the mic... Does this mic sound acceptable right now to do the podcast, or did it sound better before? Truth does not exist says go back to the old mic. Well, I think if I get this mic tuned right, it'll sound better than the old mic. So, all right. How about from this far away? How's this sound? Yeah, I need to be closer, right? It says to speak, it says to be 4 to 8 inches away for this mic. The old mic was better. Yeah, I have to figure out the optimal audio settings. All right, here. I need somebody else to come in here. We have to do one more test with this program. I want to try something out. So, whoever wants to be the volunteer, click the link. And here, while we're getting somebody in the room, I'm going to grab the old mic and we'll test. We'll compare which mics sound better. Hold on 1 second. Unless it doesn't let me. Maybe I cannot use this mic through this system. All right, I think I'm gonna have to flip things around to try out the other mic. We're not going to be able to do it in this program, but we'll end up switching over to the other mic here in a moment. I want to try this out first. We got somebody in here to help us out. What's up, Brandon Brown?
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming on for the test. Can you guys hear Brandon right now?
What's going on, man? I'm just sitting there to test.
Yeah, you sound good. I can definitely hear you. I'm seeing if the chat can hear you through this program. Yeah, you're loud and clear. Okay, that works too. Okay, that's good to know. Anything else you want to say while you're on here, Brandon?
Nothing else, man. I called yesterday, man. I was the one that said come to DC, man.
Yeah, I need to come out to DC. I do intend to do that, so we will meet. Appreciate that, Brandon.
Peace, man.
All right, yeah, you have a good day. Okay. Here, Truth Does Not Exist wants to come on here too.
Hey,
All
Zach,
right.
what's up? Good morning.
Test two. So you're convinced the other mic definitely sounded better?
Yeah, I would definitely switch back to the other mic. This one sounds like a cell phone, like in a tin can or something like that. It just sounds like I don't. It sounds distorted, and it sounds like the program when you played the song, especially like at the end that the volume went down. It sounded really compressed. So it sounds like it's compressing the audio a lot that's going through it, and it makes it sound really bad. It's kind of like distorting the sound that goes through it. I would go with the old mic. There wasn't really anything wrong with the old mic. It sounded really good.
Okay. Well, people say you should get a higher quality mic if you're going to podcast. So I was trying to take that advice, but I think this mic might be too technical for me.
Yeah, the other one, I listened to the podcast, and I listened with my dad, and we both thought that it sounded pretty good. The old one that you had was pretty professional. Like that's usually what that type of mic is like. Usually what people use like for singing. And
this mic that I have here is supposed to be good for singing as well.
Really?
I was reading it's really great for podcasting and singing. So
Yeah, maybe it is just the software. If your Mac OS is too old, I don't think that you can update Mac OS. I think
I
that they
did. I
like
got. I
stop.
figured it out. I got it all the way updated to the current
Oh,
version.
really? You did? Oh, okay. Um, then yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I see Neo the Hacker saying Audio Technica is a very good brand. I think that was a brand that your old microphone was.
Yeah, that's what my other mic is right here.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
going to
just
switch over to this one in a second. I have to get out of this program though. It doesn't let me use this mic because this is the Rode software, so
yeah.
it goes to block out the other mic.
Yeah, and you're not in OBS right now. Maybe you could try using OBS for the with the Rode one, and see if it sounds better for the podcast. But I don't really think it will. I think it might just sound bad. But yeah. Oh, also, sorry, I didn't send you the animation because the GUI on my computer got killed because of the video card, and I'm having a technical issue. I haven't been able to render anything, but I'll probably send you the square animations like in a week.
Okay. All
But
right.
yeah,
All right. Appreciate it, buddy.
pretty annoying. All right.
Okay, so here I'll show you guys the audio settings, but I'm no audio expert, so I don't even exactly know what to do, but I got it up on the screen. So let me see. If I go here, I have all of these things. So I can adjust the gain. And I know if I drop the gain down, it makes the mic quieter. Does it sound better with a lesser gain? How's that with a lesser gain? Lesser gain, is it too quiet? Does it sound better? Mary says no. Too quiet, too low. Too low of a gain. What about right there at the magic number 33? Less distortion. Yeah, there should be less distortion. Here, what about at 31? 31? Too low? How's here at 31? Sounds better? 1 if it's better, 2 if it's worse. Yeah, Frank, I think that I was reading more about this mic, and people did say that this mic's really great in a room that's professionally sound treated. And I think that actually might be the problem. Like if I had the sound pads all over the wall, that might make all the difference with this mic. So, okay, so this gain level's better. Yeah, I think the echo is because uh, this isn't like a sound recording studio. I think that might be what this mic's optimally or optimal setting, like a professionally sound treated room. Yeah, it could be the room, Frank. Indeed, indeed. Um, so have I sacrificed too much volume here? Or is it better? Is it better like this? Okay. Okay. So, and then you have all these other options that, again, I don't exactly understand what they are. Big bottom is active and 88.7 hertz. Here, let's just mess around with these things and see what happens. We started out at 88.7. What if I drop it like all the way down? How does this even work? I drag one. All right. All the way down to 60 hertz. Do you notice the difference between 60 and 88.7? Sounds same, no difference. What if I take it all the way up? I don't understand how this works. You drag one direction, it goes up and then back. All right, there we go. How about at 312 hertz? Any difference? Way too muffled. Okay, way too muffled. What about right here, somewhere between the two? Oh yeah, here, let me here, let's go back to where it was. It was pretty close. Here, let's try this too. This high pass filter. What did I just do? Okay, I'm gonna turn the high pass filter off. I think now it'll pick up more like clicks on the mouse. I think will be louder. How's this sound with the high pass filter off? Voice sounds deeper like this. Is it better or worse? Too bassy with the high pass filter off. All right, what about at 75 hertz? 75 hertz, right in the middle. This one sounds good at 75 hertz. Duvet cover over your head. I have to look up what a duvet cover is. Is that what you put over your bed? A duvet? How do I put a duvet over my head? Shut off the big bottom. Okay, let's turn off the big bottom. All right, no big bottom. What now? How are we without the big bottom? Big bottom off. Better with the big bottom off. Someone says perfect. Another person says same. Talk, talk, talk. I'm talking without the big bottom. Is it better or worse? Here, I'm going to turn it on again. All right, now the big bottom's back on. The big bottom is on. The big bottom is off. Cuts out all the bass without the big bottom. Okay. Leave big bottom on. Neo says on. Okay. It's on. I don't know what this drive does. It's at 89.8. Here, let me take it down. What happens when I take the drive off? Too heavy like this, I sound fat. Here, let's go back up to let's go somewhere in the middle. 57. 57. Like people, yeah. Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot's in the chat. D26 already here. Keep the big bottom on. Put it at 56. There, 56. Same. Okay, it was at 89.8 when we started. Yeah, about the same thing. 89, set the big bottom frequency higher. 89, is it better at 89 where it was? Is it better in the middle around 50? Or is it better way down? 89 is high. 56 was the magic number, huh? Okay. All right, you called it 56. 56. All right, let's see what this oral exciter's about. It's on too, the oral exciter. Here, I'm going to turn it off. What do we think with the oral exciter off? Is this better? Off or on? It's off right now. It's off right now. This is what it sounds like off. And this is what it sounds like on. Oral exciter is now it was better off or on? On. Yeah, indeed. Or excited. It's like, what does this even mean? It sounds like something the ladies would like. Um, more detail. Here, it's at almost 3,500 hertz. Let's see what happens if we adjust it. What happens if we go down to 600 and some hertz? 600 and some hertz. Here's about 1,200 hertz. He said, oh, hell no. Hell no. Okay, so that's bad, huh? Shit, the problem was I already forgot what the number was. Here, all the way is at 5,000 hertz. 5,000 hertz. Bad at 5,000 too. What about 3,700 hertz? Isn't that where it was around when we started? Yeah, indeed, D26. Between 2,500 and 3,500. All right. How about right around 2,800? How's this? It was 3,498. Good memory. D26 says try around 3,600. D26 must know a thing or two about audio. All right, so all right. 3558. The higher, the deeper your voice is. I see. Huh. I was thinking it was going to make it like the opposite based on what it's called. Yeah, I mean, I can also like try going in Sweet Lady's closet and recording from there because that'll definitely dampen the sound with all the clothes. 35 is good. Here, let's take it down one more time to compare. Somebody said 2,800. 2,800 versus 3,500. We're at about right about 2,800 right now. 35 is better. 35 Thursday. Okay. 35. 35. What about this harmonics thing? 89.8%. Here, let's mess with this. Be funny if I just plug in the other mic and you guys are like, oh yeah, that's way better. Just go with the old mic. Let's go. I can't. There. All the way down. 0. Neo thought 28 was better. D26 thinks around 3,000. What about this harmonics thing? Somebody was complaining about the stream. It did say mic sound test. I don't know what you were expecting. Less harmonics. So we're down at 0 right now. All right, this is 0%. Here, we'll try it. We'll try some different settings. All right, this is a 25%. 25% harmonics. All right. So maybe you guys are saying you don't need it. So let's just try it at the different levels. This is 25. This is 50. 50% harmonics. It was on really high when we came here. It was like at 89 point something. It's for singing. That makes sense. Harmony, harmonizing. 75%. You're not going to hear me doing any singing, I'll promise you that. Then it'll sound really bad. 75. Okay. 75 is good. Not lower. The reason I'm tending to trust Neo's opinion is because Neo was the first. Well, him and Truth Does Not Exist were the first two to say the mic sounded like shit, which is actually what I was thinking. Everybody else was being too nice. I was like, something sounds wrong. It doesn't sound right. It almost sounds like my built-in mic on the computer. Okay. All right. So that's so. Are we good on these settings, or is there something I need to tweak back here? Sounds like we found something more optimal than where we were. If I had less echo, higher harmonics would be better. You think for this room, low or none? Okay. Here, let's take it all the way down again. Are you guys sure this doesn't sound better? All the way down. If I can. This is like the goofiest thing ever. I don't understand. You can be dragging your mouse one direction and it goes down and up. What is it about? There we go. Charmed one. Where's it better for sure? At 0? Now it sounds like Kermit. Uh-oh. At 0, it's better. Gene says 30. 0. 0. Scroll the dial while I talk. Okay. Here, I'll try it out. From 0. All right, here we go. Scrolling up while I talk to see the difference. Too bad this thing is so goofy. I mean, I don't get it. You're scrolling one direction, it starts going both directions. It's like, I wish this thing was just a knob. Man, what in the world? Okay. Okay, we're scrolling. There we go. All the way up to 100, all the way back down to 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Wants to go back up even though I'm dragging the same direction. All the way back down to, it doesn't want to go to 0. All right, I'm seeing somewhere between 0 and 30. We'll go 25. Here, I'm going to go back to the high pass filter now that we changed some of this and try this out again. This is with it off. High pass filter's on off. How does that compare with switching it over to 75 hertz? Is it better at 75 hertz? Or is it better at 150 hertz? Now we're on 150 hertz. Okay, I see. I'll bring you back in the room in a second. 75's better. Okay, 75's the one. Okay, we have this noise gate thing too, and it's active. Here, I'm going to turn off the noise gate to see if this changes the sound. How's the sound with the noise gate off? Can you guys hear like me clicking my mouse if I turn it off? Is the mouse click coming up a lot more? All right, now here I'm going to turn the noise gate back on and do clicks and tell me if there's a big difference. Could you guys hear the mouse clicks once the noise gate went back on? You barely hear it. Okay, well that's good. So it is definitely dampening sound in the room. Okay. Does the noise gate change the way my voice sounds? I'm guessing we want to keep the noise gate on. I don't know what to do about these. Well, I actually looked up on Rode's website what they recommended for the noise gate settings, and that's exactly where I got these from. These settings that it's on, that was the one thing where I was able to find some information for what was ideal. So I put all these noise gate settings right from what the Rode website recommended. I don't know what this range does though. Here, let me mess with the range just to see what happens. That's 0. That's negative 42. That's negative 85. That's negative 100. All right. That's back to where it started at negative 14. Did you guys notice anything with the range? Okay. All right, we'll leave that. That was the recommendation from Rode. All right, compressor. We haven't messed with the compressor. We got the threshold at negative 29.9 decibels. Here, let's mess with this. Let's take it all the way down. Negative 60 decibels. What's the difference? Street Justice said take it to negative 20. All right, well, we went the other way. We went negative 60. This is a negative 43 about. Negative 30. It's about where we were. And we had a recommendation to go negative 20. If I can get this thing to cooperate. Oh, that's goofy, man. That's pretty close to negative 20. Turn up the gain if we lower the threshold. I see. Turn off the here. All right, here, let's turn off the compressor. Okay, that's the compressor off. Does it sound better with the compressor off? Compressor off. Compressor on. Is it better on or is it better off? It's off right now. Off the compressor. D26 says off. Timeless Watch says no difference. I don't know what wet means in terms of audio settings. Neo thinks better off. Okay. All right, we'll leave it off. We'll leave the compressor off then. Compressor on will control your voice when you get loud. All right. I'm just going to yell just to see what happens if I'm mad. I am mad. Did that screw up the audio since the compressor was off? Because I'm probably not ever going to talk louder than that. It was fine. Okay, then we can leave the compressor off. All right, we went through the exciter. We tweaked that around where you guys thought it was. We went through the noise gate, compressor. Okay. Here, just one last time on the gain. We've ended up with the gain at 31, and I'm just going to take it down to say 25. Is it worse at 25 than it was at 31? Is 25 worse than 31? It looks like I'm out of the noise range on the low end, so I'm guessing that might be a little soft. D26 is saying no, worse. All right, here, let's just go up a little bit higher than 31. Let's go up to 35. Is 35 more in the zone? 35 compared to where we started. Are we better or worse? Well, I'll tell you what, my birth numerology is 31 like my dad's, so maybe that's the right number. I don't know. 35 is too loud. 31 was better. 31 was better. Okay. All right, here's now what we're going to do next. We're going to just totally switch to the old mic, and we're going to see if the old mic sounds better. So we've again, this mic is definitely superior to this mic, but this mic could be better because of the room I'm in. This room, or this mic, I guess, does very well in, like, they're saying this is arguably one of the best mics out there for the price, which isn't crazy, but I am reading more about it, and they're saying you really want to be in a well sound treated room. And this isn't the worst because I have carpet and I do have stuff on the walls, but I don't have like sound pads everywhere, which is maybe what you need for this thing. Okay, here, let me switch over to the old mic and testing. All right, this is the old mic. Hold on, you guys. I got to take a phone call real quick, too. 1 second. Okay, so this is the old mic. How's the old mic sound? Or hold on, let me make sure I got the settings right. Yeah, this is the old mic. Is it better with the old mic? Is the old mic better? Amy says worse than the new one. New one sounds better. Old one is trash. The old mic sounds flat like some good quality radio shows of the early 2000s. Old mic is trash compared to new. So you guys like the new one? You like the new one better? Okay. And again, everyone's ear is different, right? So I mean, that's the thing about sound. It's just like, and I especially don't have the best sound for ear anymore. Ear for sound anymore because my right ear, I'm sure a lot of you guys know, my right ear rings all the time. I have tinnitus. It's been ringing every day since January 2006, so I'm pretty used to it. But new one is better. Okay. Well, what I can do to make it sound better also is treat this room for audio, and yeah. So maybe I'll look into that, getting the nice audio pads up. Stick with the new one. New mic does add more detail to your voice. You just have to tweak out the distortion a little bit. Well, we'll keep working at it. 13 Serpent says he likes the old one. New one is cleaner. I think the new one everyone will like better if I get the room with the appropriate whatever you call that, the stuff you put on the walls. So we'll see how Sweet Lady feels about that. I'm pretty sure you can just put like that wall putty stuff that doesn't put any holes in the wall. Truth does not exist says he feels like the old one is better in every way. Yeah, I could put curtains up in here. That'd be just another sound dampening thing on the wall. But we got plants in the window. I don't think that. Well, I guess I could get the curtains to be on the outside of the plants. Okay. Here, one more time. So this is the old mic. Let's switch over to the new mic real quick and just get one last opinion. And this is the old mic optimal because it's like so close up to my mouth. I mean, normally when it's on the stand, I'm probably about this far away. All right, here, I'm gonna switch back to the new one real quick. Let's see. Okay, now we're back on the new one. So is the new one the optimal? If you like the new one, press 1. If you like the old one, press 2. New, 1, old, 2. You know, I could do a poll if I logged into my YouTube account, but since I'm doing this through StreamYard, it doesn't give me that poll function like I have when I'm just actually in the YouTube channel. Okay, well, increase the gain again. We'll keep working at this, and I think if I treat the room, then everyone will be on board with this mic. I think it's the untreated room. Well, Neo, at least you're saying it's tough now. Before you were saying it sounded like shit. So that means we've made an improvement with today's setting. So thank you everyone who's been in here and helped out with this. Somebody came in here and was like, what kind of stream is this? By the way, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that CNN's front page story is the exact same thing they've done the last 2 years on March 9th with the nuclear scare? Again, I've been covering. It's just crazy. It's like every year on this day, they're going to do the same thing. We've got people in the world saying that Gematria is a coincidence. It's like, oh, then why do they keep doing everything on the exact same day, the exact same way, year after year, when it's all by the numbers? Ugh. New mic is compressed. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Let me mess with the gain one more time. Somebody was saying try the. Okay, so we got the gain at 31. I'm just gonna take it down a notch. Gain's now at 30. This is the gain at 30. This is the gain at 29. This is the gain at 28. This is the gain at 27. This is the gain at 26. By the way, I'm planning to do podcasts this weekend, and I want the sound to be good. So that's also why we're doing this stream. I don't want it to sound worse than it did with the old mic. It'd be a bummer to spend money to try and upgrade the mic situation and then have a worse sound. The gain at 25, we already know. Frank, where? So here, we're at 27. Frank seems to have the audio expertise. He has a lot of good feedback. So this is at 27. Are we better at 27 than we were at 31? Is 27 right? Or 28? 28 is a perfect number. 28? 28? You guys tell me where the sweet spot is. Here, we're going to take it down from 31 again. This is 31. This is the gain at 30. This is the gain at 29. This is the gain at 28. This is the gain at 27. This is the gain at 26. This is the gain at 25. This is the gain at 24. This is the gain at 23. This is the gain at 22. This is the gain at 21. This is the gain at 20. Frank says 25. Neo says 25 to 28. Bad man said 26. Truth does not exist said 23 was best. I just have to talk louder, though. That's the thing. Because, I mean, I'm kind of talking loud right now because it is definitely quieter. D26 says 26 not being biased. 26 must be the God frequency for gain. All right, PJ Allen's going to inbox me on Facebook. Okay. Well, the overwhelming vote right now is 25. 25 is the overwhelming vote. So We'll try it at 25. I'm going to record a podcast a little bit later today. I have to run down and talk to somebody right now. Unexpected phone call. So again, thank you guys for participating in this stream. I'm going to get rid of this stream, or actually maybe I'll keep it up in case somebody actually wants to watch it. Maybe they'll also have some feedback. But yeah. You would have subbed if 33 was the best sounding funny. Okay. Compressor will help. You guys told me to turn off the compressor. You guys said turn off the compressor. Here, now the compressor's on. Is it better with the compressor on? This is the thing. Everyone's got a different opinion. Okay, the compressor's back on. Are we better? Are we better with the compressor? Compressor on, compressor off, compressor off, compressor on, compressor on, compressor off, 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 on. Off is better. Okay. Yeah. Overwhelmingly, people thought it was better. All right. We'll leave it there for now, you guys. Come back, try out a